Welcome to Techstination. Joining us is Gaidar Magdanurov, the Chief Marketing Officer at Acronis. Thank you for joining us, Gaidar.
Thank you, Fred. It's my pleasure to be here.
Well, you've got a brand new version of Acronis True Image coming out, the True Image 2020. Give us some background, first of all, for folks who aren't familiar with the software.
Of course. Acronis True Image used to be a personal backup solution, and now it's evolving into personal cyber protection solution. So if we just try to describe it in a few words, then that's a solution that protects all of your data on your computer, Windows or Mac, on your mobile device, Android or iOS, and also in the cloud in Office 365. So that's a solution that will keep a copy of everything that you have and will allow you to recover in case you're losing data for any reason.
And everything is stored in the cloud?
You have options. So you can decide to store everything in the cloud, or you can decide to store everything locally, and you can have multiple copies in different destinations. And with this version 2020 that we're announcing today, we have an option to create a dual protection plan. Then you will have a copy locally, and that copy will be replicated to the cloud automatically. So you don't have to worry about creating separate backup plans, making sure that you have all the data. It will be just happening automatically for you, and you will always have the most recent version of your backup locally and then in the cloud.
Tell us how pricing works. Is it dependent upon the amount of storage you're using?
Yes. So we have a few options. For those people who don't use cloud, although we really recommend to use cloud as a secondary copy. So for those people who don't use cloud, for one PC will be $49.99, which is a license that allows to create backups from a computer to any device that is connected to that computer. So it could be external drive, it could be a network storage, it could be a NAS device, it could be anything that's available to that computer as a file system. And also it allows to back up unlimited number of mobile devices to the local storage over the local Wi-Fi network. So this is a solution that a lot of our customers use when they want to back up a lot of mobile devices to a single location instead of having multiple subscriptions for devices that may be driving cost if you have too many different devices and different vendors. So a lot of people prefer to have a local copy, and that will be possible with that local version. But then if you want cloud, when we have different pricing. So starting from $49.99 per year as a subscription, you can get up to 250 gigabytes of cloud storage, and then you can add additional storage as you go, or you can upgrade to the highest tier of our subscription that we call premium. And then you'll get you'll start with 1 terabyte of storage, and then you can get up to 5 terabytes if you want to. And you'll also get additional capabilities as a digital notary and electronic signatures. So you will be able, if you want to certify all of your data and be able to verify that you have the original copies of your data, as well as you can use electronic signatures directly from your backup.
Interesting. So step us through the consumer experience here and what people should know about, say the effects on the performance of their computer, if there's any hit on that.
Sure, absolutely. So our goal is to make the user experience as easy as possible. So with every new release, we spend a tremendous amount of time implementing new improvements for different types of functionality. Because at the end of the day, we believe that if the solution is not easy to use, then there'll be fewer people using the complete protection. So what works for most of the users, you install it on your computer, on Windows or Mac computer. And after you install it, you have a very simple screen with just one green button that will allow you to back up everything that you have to a destination that you will prefer. If you just back up everything to the cloud, then it's just a few clicks. If you want to back up to a particular location, or you want to select what to back up, then you'll have to select what to back up and where to back up. But that will be it. And then after that, everything is already protected. So it will just happen automatically. And then if you want to protect your mobile device, you install a mobile app from an app store or from Google Play if it's an Android device. You install the mobile app, and it's, again, just a few clicks. You just select what you want to back up, let's say photos, and then they'll be uploaded to the cloud automatically.
And one of the things that you're focused on here is the prevalence of ransomware attacks. We read about governments, large and small, being affected, and businesses, etc. So what should people know about this? Are they at risk as well, everyday consumers?
Yes, everybody's at risk. And if you allow me, I will just tell a little bit longer story about it, because ransomware is a huge problem. It was a problem for enterprise, it was a problem for corporations, but now it's a problem for everybody, because some time ago it was require a sophisticated piece of software to encrypt data and then demand ransom. But now, as a school student can just go to the dark web, download a kit that can create ransomware and then infect other computers with ransomware. There are even ransomware as a services. There are some bad guys that do that type of business where you don't even have to create ransomware. You just use ransomware created by somebody else, infect computers with it, and then you do some kind of a revenue share with those guys. So it used to be that ransomware targeted big businesses. Now it's targeting everyday consumers, everyday users. And actually things are getting worse because we depend on data more and more. We generate tremendous amount of data. Everybody creates a lot of data, from personal documents, photos, to all contracts and agreements. More and more people rely just on the digital versions. And now it's not only ransomware or malware that encrypts data or corrupts data. There's also software that actually modifies your data for different reasons. But what can happen is that you have your data, you believe that you can trust it, but in reality, you cannot. So it's not only just ransomware protection that is needed now, it's also ability to certify and verify that you have original data. That's why we're promoting the cyber protection as a new way of protecting data. So backup is not enough anymore. Just having a digital copy doesn't really help. You have to be able to protect your primary data. You have to be able to protect your data in the backup, but also you have to be able to protect the data in a way that you can verify that it is your original data. That's why we have cyber protection, and that's why Acronis True Image is the personal cyber protection.
So tell us where people can go to for more information and to purchase.
They can go to acronis.com, and everything is there. All the information there. They can download a trial version and run it for free for 30 days to see if it works for them. And they can purchase directly from the website or from the product.
Gaidar Magdanurov, thanks for taking the time with us.
Thank you, Fred.
Now this. Innovation. Hi, I'm Fred Fishkin, and I've been covering consumer technology for a long time, and it takes a lot to impress me. That's why I'm excited to tell you about the latest way to enjoy cooking in the great outdoors from my friend Patrick Sherwin and his great team at GoSun Stove. What if you could harness the sun to cook your meals anywhere you go, day or night? The GoSun Fusion arrives this summer using the company's tried and true reflectors and a solar vacuum tube to get you cooking without the mess of charcoal, heavy propane tanks, or smoke. And with an optional solar panel and battery storage, and the ability to plug in at home or on the road, you really can use the GoSun Fusion to cook anytime and anywhere. Want to learn more? Head to gosun.co and use the code TEXTINATION to save 10%. That's gosun.co.